Hello, hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Heather Corinne, and today we're going to be celebrating Christmas in July. I got too excited and I really wanted to make some Christmas DIY decor, and I was like, well, it's my channel. I'll make whatever I want to make, and it just so happened that it fits with the Christmas in July theme. So if you would like to see how I create these adorable DIYs, mostly from items I already have laying around my house, stay tuned. For our first project, I found this adorable sign on Facebook Marketplace for $5. The back of it says it was $17.99 at Hobby Lobby, so I think $5 was a good deal. I had been looking for something in this shape for a while to make this a tassel tree. So first I'm going to sand the center down with some 220 grit sandpaper, not super heavily, but just enough to kind of make these words a little bit lighter. Then I'm going to clean off all the dust with some all-purpose cleaner, and I'm going to tape off these edges because I like how they look already. They're kind of white and distressed, so I think I'm going to leave that way. So after I tape it off, I'm going to paint it with some Krylon chalky finish in classic white because that's what I've got on hand, and then I'll meet you back here. While we're waiting on the paint to dry, we're going to make a bunch of cute little tassels for our tassel tree. So how I do that is get some yarn, lay it on my hand like this to where I can hold the bottom of it, and I'm going to wrap it around loosely 15 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then I'm going to cut the bottom off. Before I take it off of my hand, I'm going to take some yarn through the center of it and just double knot it. Pretty tight, actually. Okay, and then I'm going to cut off the ends of that double knot. And then I flip it inside out so that that knot's on the bottom. Pull down, and we're just gonna cut through all the loops. So you'll have essentially loops on both sides. Kind of brush it out, lay it down, and we're going to cut off a little more yarn, put it behind so that we can make the nice top of the tassel, and then we're just going to double knot this. Last step is going to be to give it a little haircut. See how it's uneven? So I'll bring it down kind of how I want it. Make sure it's going to be even with the other. And just kind of give it a trim. Now you got a cute little tassel. And you can make as many of these as you'd like for whatever size tree you're going to be making. I think I'm going to use about 15, so I'm going to do like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and see how that turns out. Alright, I'm going to put a second coat on our board and then make the rest of these tassels. Here I'm laying out my layout for them, how I want them to be hot glued onto the board. I put the very tip of the tassel right over the top of the previous one so that I could easily hot glue them where they needed to be. So all I did was put hot glue on the back of each of the tops of the tassels and then glue the tops down so that the bottom is still kind of fluffy and it's not stuck down. And then I sort of shape it to where it comes out a little bit on the edges. So you glue the little heads close together so that it frays out like a tree. Then I went outside and found a stick and just broke it until it was the length that I wanted it. And I thought maybe it needed something on the top, so I had this piece of leather that came off of like a tag on a piece of clothing, and so I just tied it into a bow and glued it on the top as well. And I love it, it's so cute. For our next project, we're gonna make a set of 3 super cute Christmas trees out of these foam cone things. I got 2 of them from Target. I think they were like $1 a piece, and then I found this one at Walmart. So I've got a 9-inch cone and 2 5.8-inch cones. And I'm not really sure which colors I'm going to do on which ones, but the thought is to hot glue it around in circles all the way up the top. Once I got the bottom going really nicely, I only applied the hot glue to the same exact area on the same side of the cone so that it wasn't all the way around and you only see the bleed through of the hot glue on one side, which would theoretically be the back. Now the top got a little tricky, so I just put plenty of hot glue around the entire top surface and then wrapped it around in a spiral without burning myself or trying not to. I had one pretty bad burn that's now a blister, so please be careful. And then I used my scissors to sort of press the very end down so that it flowed together. Our 3 trees. They turned out so cute. I love how simple and neutral they are. I kind of went like around in a uniform way, but then I would also like loop back and go back over, so you get some of these like crisscrossy ones over top of it. The tops were definitely the most challenging part, but then I just like spiral rolled them up in there. And there's a couple places that you can see through, so you may have to like rearrange it a little bit or make sure that it's turned a certain way when you're displaying it. But these were so simple and super cost effective. I had so much fun making these adorable DIY decor, and I tried to use really affordable items so that it wouldn't be expensive, and I love how minimalist and neutral they turned out. So if you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel so you see my next project. Thank you so much for watching, and happy thrifting and crafting and DIYing and all of those good things. Merry Christmas!